So we're going to start in a comfortable seated pose, placing our palms on our knees, palms face up to the sky, open to receive, doing our best to drop down our shoulders and lengthen up our spine. Maybe noticing if with each breath we can let a new muscle in our face soften. Maybe it's muscles in the sides of our eye that are melting down, muscles in our jaw that can let us release, muscles in between our eyebrows, right in our third eye. And every breath we take, doing our best to let it form from our belly, from our core. Each breath with intention, with passion, lighting us up, spreading that light from the inside. Every breath lifting us up a little higher because we have that power to do it from the inside. And every exhale, grounding us back to our roots, our home, our safety, our shelter. Every breath exploring and expanding, making our heart a little bigger. And every exhale, giving a little bit of that back to the universe, to our friends, our community, our neighbors. One more big breath in. Imagine you're giving yourself a big hug. And as we exhale, chin to our chest, a few neck rolls, side to side, chin towards our heart. Letting our shoulders stay loose and our spine stay tall. Starting to bring our attention to our bodies, to sensations, to maybe where we feel that stretch each time. One last inhale. And exhale, coming back up to center, blinking open our eye. Let's interlace our fingers together, flip up our palm. Inhale, we're going to look up, lift up. And as we exhale, take it all over to the right. Try to keep your elbows extended as close as you can to your ears, holding our body up from the strength of our core, rotating our left shoulder back, gazing up to the sky, lengthening a little longer. One last breath. And as we exhale, we open up our arms, right hand lowers, left hand over our ear, palm facing down. Try to release down your bottom shoulder, rotating up our left chest. One last breath. And as we exhale, we rise. We're going to grab our left arm behind us, right hand towards our left knee, a twist. Lengthen up with each breath. And let your body twist as you exhale. Try to release down your shoulders, let them be loose. Hugging in our belly, starting to activate our core. One last breath. Exhale to center. Right foot opens up and extends, left foot into our right thigh. A flex of our right ankle, right elbow lowers, left hand opens us up to the sky. Pressing our right elbow into our leg to help us twist a little deeper. Looking up, gazing up, try to stretch your left fingers far rather than low. It doesn't matter if we reach our toes. One last breath. And with our exhale, we rise, left hand beside us, right hand to the sky, pointing our right toe, option to roll back our shoulders, look up, maybe this is enough. Option to lift up if you'd like. I test it out, I see what feels right. A squeeze of our glutes, a rise of our chest, a release of our neck. One last breath. And really slowly, we bring it back down, thanking our body for everything that it does. Crossing our feet, we're back to our center. Flipping our fingers, crossing our fingers, flipping our palm. Inhale, let's lift it up tall. Exhale, bring it all over to the left. Doing our best to ground down both of our sitting bones, imagining we're lengthening up from the crown of our head. One last breath. And exhale, we open our arms and release. Left arm towards the earth, right hand above our ear. Rotating our right shoulder a little more back, releasing our bottom shoulder a little farther from our ear, knees open wide, belly hugs in. One last breath. And exhale, pulling us up, right hand behind us, left hand to our right knee, a twist. Inhale, we lengthen up tall. And as we exhale, maybe we add our gaze. Doing our best to bring in our ujjayi, to soften our eyes, bring in peace. One last inhale. Exhale, we release. Left foot opens up to the side, right foot into our left thigh, a flex of our ankle to keep our leg engaged. Left elbow lowers, right hand over our ear. A little hug of our belly button in, rotating our right shoulder back. Let's try to reach far rather than low. Release our shoulders, one last breath. And we use our exhale to lift and rise. Right hand to the earth and our left hand rises like a dance, pointing our left toe. I can stay. This is perfect. I can choose to rise if that's perfect for me. Hips forward, a squeeze of our glutes, adding activation to our thigh, releasing our bottom shoulder, making space. One last breath. And little by little, use the strength of your arm to resist your way down. Amazing. Crossing our feet, hands to the earth and walking our knees back. We're in our table. Spreading our fingers really wide, taking our big circles over our mats. And as we take these circles, adding any intuitive movement that my body naturally wants. Maybe I allow one elbow to bend at a time. Maybe I allow my hips to reach back and forward and sway side to side. Maybe I close my eyes, bring my chin into my chest, letting our breath guide us, letting our body follow. And coming back to center, let's bring a bit of the back of our wrists onto the earth, giving that side a little bit of affection. You can bend your elbows if you need. Make sure you're in your limits and comfort zone. A little bend of our elbows, a sway forward and back. And gently bringing our palms back down onto the earth. We're going to tuck our toes, lift our knees just an inch off the mat. Our knees are close to the earth. Let them hover. If it ever gets too much, you can lower them back down. We're going to take some cat-cows. Inhale, rolling back our shoulders. Our hips rise. Our gaze rises. And as we exhale, we press it all in, rounded inch and into our chest, hugging in our belly, pressing away our shoulders. Really good. Inhale, our belly drops, our gaze rises, our heart opens. Release your shoulders. Exhale, use your palms to press it away, squeezing our thighs, our glutes, starting to add in some core. One more time, we're going to open up, lift up, doing so good. Breathe. And as we exhale, we hug it in, bring it in really good. Both of our heels are going to drop to the right. Knees rise towards the left. Left hand opens us to the sky. Try to press away from your right shoulder. We're looking up, lifting up. And as we exhale, slow, both hands lower, and we're going to lift our hips up. We're in a downward dog. Heels towards the earth. You can bend your knees if you need. Maybe take a walk of our dog, bending one knee at a time, letting our hips travel from side to side. Try to loosen your neck, maybe give it a little shake. Yes, no. Really nice. Let's come back to a bit of stillness, coming back to center. Inhale, right leg is going to rise up to the sky. Let's lengthen. As we exhale, a bend of our right knee, ankle towards our body. Right knee opens up high. Big circles into our hip. Try to keep your legs engaged. So we take the circles slow. We take them with intention, releasing our neck. Few circles the opposite way. Can I keep equal weight into both of my hands, using my palms to press away the earth? My shoulders are far. One last breath. Exhale, we're going to glide all the way forward, playing pose, right knee into our belly. Let's round our spine, lift our knee a little higher. You got it. And as we exhale, right foot steps between our arms, back heel stays tall. Let's rise up. We're in our high lunge. A strength of our belly activating our thigh, lift it up to the sky. And as we exhale, cactus arms, elbows open up wide. Try to release your shoulders, spread your fingers really wide. We're going to take a twist to the right. Right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. Let your belly feel that twist. Try to lift up your back heel really tall. Good. Maybe bend a little more into our front knee. And as we exhale, twisting the other way, we're going to open to our warrior two. Drop down our back heel, let our arms extend, release our shoulders. Doing our best to hug our belly in. Open up our right knee to the side. Look forward with your gaze and soften your eyes. Lifting up our back kneecap to feel that thigh. Let's flip up our front palm. Inhale, lift it up high. Hold here as we exhale. Maybe bend a little deeper into our knee. Try to make it more about lifting up rather than lowering down. One last breath. And as we exhale, lift it back up. We're going to lengthen both of our legs. Maybe take one step closer in with our back foot. We're in our triangle pose, arms extend. Inhale, lean it forward. And as we exhale, open up. It doesn't matter how low I go. Can I do my best to keep my body strong in one line, my core hugging in, my fingers reaching in opposite directions, keeping my shoulders far from my ears, my foot grounding down, my breath keeping me centered. One last breath. Really good. Exhale, we're going to bring down our gaze. Use the strength of our thighs to lift up to the sky. Turning to the front, let's step it forward, forward fold. Melting our body down. Two peace fingers and thumb hug into our big toe. Inhale, let's roll back our shoulders and rise. Exhale, release your breath. Bend your knees as much as you need until your belly touches your thigh. Elbows are going to hug into the sides of our knees. Neck releases, chin into our chest. Maybe a little sway forward, bringing our weight into the balls of our feet. Take a moment. Try to release your upper chest, release your shoulder. Release any weight, any pressure on your neck. Bring in gratitude. Bring in love, bring in peace. One last breath. And exhale, releasing the grip of our toes, hands lowered down to the earth. Big step with our right foot all the way back. We're going to take it to a low lunge, lowering down our knee. Inhale, lift it up and rise. And as we exhale, bending into our front knee, a squeeze of our glutes. Try to pull your left hip back, make space between your belly and your thigh. Inhale, look a little higher. And as we exhale, open up into our cactus. Elbows are wide, really good. Inhale, we're going to twist to the left. And as we exhale, I can stay or choose to lower down my left hand, lift up my right. I notice, I try, I see what feels right. I can bring my hips a little more forward, release my bottom shoulder, look with my gaze up a little higher. One last breath. Slow as we exhale, strong in our belly, we start to rise. Hands to the earth, stepping back with our left foot into a plank pose. Our hips rise, our heels rise. Super nice. Knees can stay lifted or lower down. Chaturanga, elbows in, belly stays strong. Inhale, let's lift it up and grow. Amazing. Exhale, up and back. We're in our down dog. Opening our eyes, softening our neck, deepening our breath. Inhale, let's lean forward to our plank. Exhale, hovering table. We're going to give a bend of our knees. Lower them down if you need, it's fine. One cat cow. We're going to roll back our shoulders, belly towards the earth, chin up towards the sky. And as we exhale, press it all the way, rounding in our belly and our spine. Amazing. Both of our heels drop to the left, knees rise to the right. Inhale, open up your chest, right hand lengthens us to the sky. Good. Try to pull up a little higher. And with our exhale, slow, strong in our muscles, both hands release, hips rise. We're in our down dog. Try to listen to your body here. If your body intuitively wants some movement, you can always add that in. If your body wants a little bit more stillness, you can stay as you are. Inhale, we're going to lift up our left leg. Try to point your toe, extend your thigh, lift up your kneecap. And as we exhale, a bend of our left knee, a hug of our ankle in, opening up our knee to the sky. I can always add a bend into my right leg. It doesn't have to be straight. Let's take some big circles with our left knee, our left hip. Big breath, our breath from our core, our ball of passion that fires, that grows. Pressing away our palms into the earth. Try to keep your elbows long. Good. A few circles the opposite way. And as we inhale, let's glide forward. Plank pose, knee into our belly. Try to lift your back heel really high, pressing away our shoulders and really slow. Left foot starts to lower between our arms. Back heel stays tall. We rise up into our high lunge. Inhale, look up, open your chest. As we exhale, maybe bending a little deeper into our front leg, elbows open up into our cactus, fingers spread. We're going to start with the left side. Inhale, a twist to the left. Left shoulder pulls us back. Imagine your spine is lengthening up high. And really slow as we exhale, coming back through center, opening up into our warrior two, back heel lowers down, arms extend, shoulders release. A bend of our front knee. You can always fix your stance if you need. Maybe you didn't land perfect. Shoulders low, belly hugs in. Crown of our head up to the sky. Inhale, let's flip up our palms. And as we exhale, lift it up tall to the sky. Try to keep the bend of your front knee. Opening up your left knee to the outside, make sure it doesn't fall in. Lifting up our back kneecap, one last breath. Use the strength of your belly to lift you back up, amazing. Lengthening both of our legs. Back foot can take one or two steps closer in, shorten your stance. Grounding our feet, but lifting up our knees, arms wide. Inhale, lean it forward. And as we exhale, open up. Find your long breath, your calming breath. One last inhale. Lifting up our kneecaps, let's lower down our gaze. Lift our chest all the way up, release our arms. Stepping it forward, mountain pose. Inhale, we're gonna lift up, lengthen our hands. And from our center, namaste, we're gonna lower all the way down, forward fold. Let's reach our arms behind our ankles this time. Bend into your knees a lot. Let your belly reach your thigh. Hide your elbows behind your knees. Maybe bringing our chin a little closer in. Lifting our hips a little higher to the sky. Weight forward towards our tippy toes. One last breath here. As we exhale, release. Hands to the earth. Big step back with our left foot. Try to make it slow, control. Back knee lowers down. We're in our lunge. A squeeze of our thighs to allow us to lift up high. Inhale, reach your heart to the sky. And as we exhale, we release and open into our cactus. Try to keep your elbows in line with your shoulder. Right hip pulls us back. Our glutes are engaged. Our hips are forward. Our heart pulls us to the sky. We're going to twist to the right. Right shoulder back, left shoulder forward. I can choose to stay. Maybe this is perfect. Back knee is lowered. If you'd like to lower down your right hand, lift up your left. Notice, does that suit me? Does that speak to me? Does that feel right? Release your bottom shoulder. One last breath, extra squeeze of our thighs. Little by little, we rise. Hands to the earth. Lifting up our back knee, we're going to step it back into our plank pose. Try to find a high plank. Our heels are lifted, our chest are over our arms. We hug in our belly. Knees tall or low, chaturanga elbows in. Rise as you breathe. Try to open your chest. We're lifting up our knees. We're keeping our heels tall, our shoulders back, our heart shines, a squeeze of our glutes to protect our spine. One last breath. Exhale, use your palms to press into the earth. Rise up, down, down. Inhale, we're going to lift up our heels and our gaze. As we exhale, tiptoe our feet forward. Try to transfer your weight into your palms, into your fingertips. Press away your shoulders. And as our feet find the front, bending into our knees, reaching for opposite elbow. Maybe letting out a sigh. Remember, you're here for your body, your healing, your moments of breath. It doesn't matter what you choose, how much you do, how much you rest. Little by little, releasing the grip of our elbows. And with a rounded spine, lifting up high. Starting to come into a meditation through movement, synchronizing our breath to our flow, Surya Namaskar A. You can always take it at your breath, your pace. Let's start to lift up our tippy toes. Lift your kneecaps to the sky, a squeeze of our glutes, a hug of our belly. Inhale, let's look up and rise. Exhale, dive all the way down. One breath, one move. Inhale, up halfway, rolling back our shoulders. Exhale, arms down, step or hop. Knees high or low, chaturanga, lean forward. Inhale, lift up and rise. So good. Exhale, we pull it up to the sky, our down dog. Ready? Inhale, a big breath in. Stay as you are. Slowest exhale out. Try to find a little more softness in your eye. Maybe I keep a bend of my knees. That's perfect. But can I press away my palms? Ground down every finger, every knuckle. Imagine as if I'm lifting myself off of the earth, levitating up to the sky. Inhale, we're going to lift up our heels and our gaze. Our hips stay up towards the back. Exhale, we step or hop, body forward towards our palms. Inhale, halfway we lengthen, really good. Exhale, let it go, melt to your thighs. Ready to reach for the sky. Inhale, let's lift it up high, belly hugs in. And as we exhale, hands to our sides, keep the flow, keep the cycle. Inhale, lift it up and grow. Exhale all the way down. One breath, a flow. Inhale, halfway. Amazing. Exhale, step or hop. If you hop back, land on bent elbows. It's softer on our joints. Rise up, heart shines. And strong glutes. Exhale up to the sky. Choose your stillness. Big breath in. Little by little, out of our nose, ujjayi. And even if our heart starts to speed up, Can I do my best to slow it down with my breath? Elongating my elbows, rotating my elbows in. Hips pull up to the sky and maybe belly comes a little closer to my thigh. Inhale, let's lift up our heels and our gaze. Exhale, step hop forward to the front. Halfway we lengthen. With our exhale, we find release and melt it down. Rise up, lift up your tippy toes, lift your kneecaps to the sky. And as we exhale with soft eyes, hands to our sides. Last one, best one. Inhale, pull it up and grow. Feel the energy spread. Exhale, forward fold, maybe closing our eyes. Inhale, halfway, amazing. Exhale, step hop, body strong, glutes strong. Inhale, open up, shine forward. Exhale, up to the sky. Amazing. Down dog or a child's pose. I choose my breath. Slow exhale. Maybe a little release of our neck. Try to press away the earth, press away the ground. Shoulders are far from our ears. If your heels find the earth, maybe you can play with lifting up your tippy toes. Inhale, let's look up, lift. Exhale, step hop forward to the front. Halfway, open your heart. Exhale, melt it down. Rise up, up, up. Let's lengthen. As we exhale, hands to our sides. Amazing. Close your eye. Release your shoulder. Take a moment for a big breath in. Let's let it out of our lips. Center your breath. Slow down your breath. Feel that beautiful heart beat inside your chest. And little by little, blinking open our eyes. We're going to take it into a chair pose. Inhale, our hips lower towards our heels, our hands lift up and rise. And as we exhale, we're going to sit down a little deeper into our chair. We're going to open up our elbows wide into our cactus. Fingers spread, elbows in line with our shoulders. Knees stay forward, and we're going to twist to the right. Right shoulder back, left shoulder forward, hugging in our belly. Try to see if your knees can stay a little more centered, a release of our shoulders. Good. One last breath. And as we exhale back to center, interlacing our fingers behind, let's roll back our shoulders. Inhale, look up. Imagine you're sticking out your booty, arching our spine. And as we exhale, try to bring your belly, your heart to your thigh, melt it forward. Weight forward to our tippy toes, hands rise over our head. Try to lean your weight a little more forward. Really good. Little by little, we're going to lower our hands back onto our lower spine. Sit down on our heels. We're in a squat. Release the grip of our fingers. Interlacing them in front. We're lifting up our heels. We're doing our best to find our balance. Knees come closer together. Inhale, let's lift it up, lengthen high. And as we exhale, we're going to open up our knees wide, bring our palms together to our hearts. Use your eyes, belly in, knees open wide. Little by little, lowering down our palms to the earth, lifting up our hips. Option to stay, option to play with a crow, knees behind our armpits. One heel rises or maybe both. Calm breath. Try to press away your shoulders around your spine. One last inhale. Step or hop your way through a chaturanga. Rising up, down dog. Amazing. Inhale, right leg rises up. Exhale, a bend of our right knee, heel to our body, right knee opens up high. Inhale, we're gonna glide forward to our plank. Let's press away our shoulders, right knee to the side towards our right shoulder. Lifting up our back heel, opening our knee up a little higher. Strong belly, little by little, wild thing. We're gonna flip our right foot behind us. Good. Lengthen our left leg straight. I can always choose to sit or lift up my hips and rise. It's my body, my choice. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Maybe right heel is lifted to the sky. One last breath. Really slow to come back. Maybe notice if you can go for a moment through a side plank. Right foot rises. And we're going to do our best to step our right foot all the way forward. We're in a high lunge. Lift it up to the sky. Twisted lunge. Right hand behind us, left arm up to the sky. Try to keep your back heel lifted. Let the back bend come from your chest, from your heart. Our heart shines forward, our glutes are squeezed, our right knee is open. One last breath. Strong belly, strong thigh, we slowly rise. Left fingers to the top left corner, maybe to a block or a book if you have. Lifting up our back leg, right hand to the sky. Revolved half moon, our intention is the twist of our chest, rotating back our right shoulder. I can keep my front leg as bent as I need, but try to keep your back heel in line with your hip. One last inhale, I can choose to stay, or maybe bend into my knee and reach back for my ankle if I'd like. The more you bend into your standing leg, the easier and softer it's going to be to reach back for that ankle, rotating back our right shoulder. One last breath. As we exhale really slow, we're going to bring down our gaze, release our ankle if we have it. Step both of our feet forward, chair pose, hips lower, arms rise. You're doing amazing. And right away as we exhale, sitting into our chair, elbows open, we're in our cactus. Feeling our thighs, I know it's a beautiful sensation. Turn it into magic. A twist to the left. Left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Knees stay towards the front. One last breath. Exhale to center, interlacing our fingers, rolling back our shoulders. Inhale, look up, a big breath. Little by little, as we exhale, heart to our knees, keep them bent. Weight forward to our tippy toes, releasing our neck, our head. One last breath. As we exhale, a bend of our knees, a rise of our chest. We're going to sit down into a squat, releasing the interlace of our fingers. This time, we're going to bring our hands behind us. Either opposite elbows, that's perfect. Maybe reverse prayer if you have the space, releasing our shoulders. Inhale, we're going to open up our knees, try to find your balance, keep your core strong, releasing our shoulders. And as we exhale, palms to the front, lifting up our hips. Maybe I stay, I breathe, I always choose. Only if it's right for me, no one can even see. Maybe I come into a crow pose. Rounding our shoulders, weight into our fingertips. Elbows are in towards our body. One last breath. Step or hop it back. Chaturanga, or maybe a breath in a child's pose. Listen in, see what I need. Inhale, we're gonna lengthen our left leg up to the sky. Try to keep it straight, long, pointed. Exhale, a bend of our left knee, opening up our hip towards the sky, ready for our plank. Inhale forward, pressing away our shoulders, rounding our belly and our spine, left knee towards our left shoulder, and really slow flipping our dog. Left foot steps behind, left knee stays bent and right leg is straight. Option to lower down. This is always perfect. If you'd like to stay lifted, you can. One last breath, a squeeze of our glutes, a lift of our chest. And little by little, maybe through a side plank, press away from your bottom shoulder. The left foot is going to do its best to step all the way forward. Back heel stays tall, knee to the front, lifting up our chest, our twisted lunge. Left hand behind us, right hand to the sky. Maybe we're lifted. Only if it feels right, maybe you add a back bend, a squeeze of our glutes to support our lower spine. Try to lift up your back heel really high, chest to the sky. One last breath. Extra strength of our core before we leave the pose. Strong belly, little by little we rise. Right fingers, top right corner. Back leg rises, left shoulder up to the sky. I like to bend my standing leg a lot. I find my position with my body where my body is parallel to the earth. Try to rise onto your fingertips of your right hand. Good. We barely have any weight on our fingers. Most of our weight is into our foot. Maybe if I'd like, I bend into my knee, reach back for my ankle. It's just a choice. Rotating my left shoulder a little more back, imagining my spine lengthening up to the sky. One last breath. Slow to release, keep your muscles engaged little by little. Right foot steps forward. We're in our chair pose, hips lower, arms rise. You're doing so good. And this time as we exhale, let's rise into our mountain pose, hands released to our side. A big breath in. Let it out of our lips, a sigh. Maybe hand on our belly and hand on our heart. Take a moment to just feel, integrate it all in, breathe. Letting our mind be so present with our bodies, right here, right now, feet against the ground, crown of our head towards the sky. One last inhale. And releasing our arms next to our side, little by little, blinking our eyes open. We're going to transfer our weight into our left foot, a little bend of our left knee, a squeeze of our glutes, a hug of our belly. We're going to keep our eyes focused on one spot. I like to bend into my left knee a lot. It's going to help our balance. Right heel is going to start to rise. Try to first squeeze your heel in as much as you can without your arms. This is our active flexibility. Knees do their best to come close. We're really going to feel our thighs. Right hand does a big circle to reach the inside of our heel. Try to find your heel and not your toes. Left hand up to the sky, lengthening. Our heart shines forward. I can stay if I'd like and it feels good. Maybe I start to open up. The motion starts from our right knee. Our knee is going to lift. Our chest stays pulling up. Our left hand close to our ear reminds us to lengthen. Our right foot is going to press away into our arm to help open up into our shoulder. Try to keep your chest forward to the front. Our shoulders are low, our glutes are strong. Take a big breath and enjoy the process, enjoy the falls. One last inhale. Little by little, keep your muscles engaged, body stays strong. We only release the grip of our foot. Maybe fall like me. Right foot is going to step behind about 2, 3 steps, so not too big of a stand. If you need a little help, you can spread your straddle a little wider. We're going to bring our hips towards the front. Do our best to ground down our heel, lift up our knees. Opposite elbows or reverse prayer with our palms. Inhale, we're going to roll back our shoulders and pull our spine up tall. As we melted forward, imagine your left hip pulling you back, your chest reaching you forward and far. So it doesn't matter how low I go. I try to reach my body away from my thigh. My left hip keeps pulling me back. I find length in my spine, releasing our shoulders, doing our best to ground our feet, but lift up the energy with our knees. Calm your heart inside your chest. Open up your belly with each breath. One last inhale. Little by little, strong legs, lift your kneecaps. We're going to rise. Releasing the grip of our hand. Bending into our front knee, we're going to step it forward. We're in our mountain. Let's lengthen our arms up to the sky. Right hand is going to reach for our left wrist, lengthening our elbows next to our ears. We're lifting up our toes, lifting up our kneecaps, lifting up to the sky as we breathe. And with our exhale, a bend to the right. Try to keep equal weight into both of your feet, really grounding down our energy and simultaneously lifting it up from our spine. One last breath. Keep your body strong. Glutes are engaged. First, we come back, we lengthen, and only then releasing our muscle. You're doing great. We're going to send our weight into our right foot. A little bend of that knee. Glutes are strong, hugging in our belly button. Eyes find a spot. Transferring our weight into our right foot. Left heel is going to rise. First, try to bring your ankle in as much as you can. Big circle with our left hand, reaching the inside of our ankle. Knees do their best to come close. Hips stay forward. Right hand lengthens us up tall. A squeeze of our glutes, I can stay, or little by little choose to open. As much as you press your foot away, try to lift up so we stay tall. Last thing we do is maybe straighten our standing leg. I can always keep it bent. That's going to help me with my balance. Try to press away your ankle away from your body, letting your heart shine forward. One last breath. Glutes stay strong, little by little releasing the grip of our ankle. You got it. You can fall, you can wobble. Left foot steps back. Hips to the front. Fixing our stance if we need, maybe making a little more space between our thighs. Right hip pulls us back. Opposite elbows or reverse prayer. Wherever you are, release your shoulders. Inhale, we're going to lengthen up our spine. And as we exhale, right hip pulls us back. As much as you lean forward, we're going to have to lift up our kneecaps to keep our thighs engaged and strengthen into our stretch. Try to spread your toes on your feet wide. Taking as much surface area with the earth as we can. Imagine beautiful roots guiding us down from our feet into the ground. One last breath. Extra engagement of our thighs. How we leave a pose is the most important. Little by little rise. Releasing the grip of our hands. Lean forward, step it forward. We're in our mountain pose. Lifting our arms up to the sky. Left hand towards our right wrist. As we pull up, try to lift up your tippy toes, lift up your knees, hugging in our belly. Breathe as you lengthen. And with our exhale, a bend to the left side. Try to keep your elbows long and next to your ears. Opening our right hip back so our hips are to the front. Equal weight into both of our feet. One last breath. Strong belly, we come back. And only then release. Amazing. Inhale, let's lift up and look up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Halfway, we're going to lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Step back, one foot at a time, down, dog. Oh, amazing. We're going to take a moment to lower down both of our knees. Hips stay lifted above our knees. Untuck your toes, puppy pose. Arms extend forward, lowering our chest towards the earth. I can choose to bring my forehead to the ground. That's perfect. If I'd like a little deeper, maybe I bring my chin to the earth and lift up my gaze towards my fingers. Calm your breath. Option to stay right here. This is perfect. Option to lower my hips to my heels and rest my forehead, child's pose. Option to interlace my fingers, practice an inversion, maybe a headstand. Maybe you'd like to play with a forearm stand or any other version of an inversion. Take some time for a few breaths. If you'd like to practice a headstand, we're going to interlace our fingers and open up our thumbs. Rest the back of our head into our opened interlaced fingers. And I want you to feel as if you're creating a wall. So our head is pressing into our hand. It's not down towards the earth, it's to our fingers. And our fingers press back into our head. Tucking our toes to the earth, lifting our hips to the sky. Notice your upper chest. Press away your shoulders, stay far from our ear. And maybe little by little, we start to tiptoe our feet closer towards our hands, bending one knee. If it feels right, maybe you rise. Keep pressing away your shoulders from your ears, creating that wall between your fingers and your head. Eyes, big breaths. If you're in your headstand and you'd like to take a few breaths, bringing your feet down 90 degrees, you can try, you can play, you can fall. One last inhale. And little by little, lower down. Untucking our toes, lifting up our chest. One palm into the other. Elbows are loose, shoulders are low, eyes are closed. Let's take in a big breath. Let it out slow. One more time. Lengthening up high. And little by little out of our nose, softening our eyes. Really good. Let's blink open our eyes. Finding our way onto the earth, lying down on our spine. We're going to lower down our feet towards the ground, keep our knees lifted up high. Maybe today I'd like to bring my knees together, one hand on my belly, one hand on my heart, and just feel the beat of my heart, the heat of my own body. If it suits my energy today, I can open up my knees, hips distant. Maybe choose a bridge pose, lifting up my hips, squeezing my glutes, interlacing my fingers, one elbow in at a time, heart shines. Try to keep your knees, hips distance. If you'd like to bring your arms next to your ears and rise up into a bridge pose, notice how your spine feels. Grounding down our feet, lifting up the energy from our thighs, from our hips. Try to shine your chest forward over your arms, opening up into our shoulders. Keep squeezing your glutes. Big breath, soft breath. One last inhale. Save energy for the exit. Little by little release. Knees travel left and right. Releasing any pressure if it's built up in your lower spine. Sending so much gratitude in our hearts and our bodies and every tiny little cell that breathes, that creates life. And coming back to center, we're going to bring both of our knees over to the right. Elbows open up wide. Try to keep your left shoulder grounded, even if it means your knees rise. You can look to the left or keep your gaze lifted upright. Let's take in a big breath and let it out as a sigh. Allowing our eyes to soften, our third eye to open. And coming up through center, both of our knees over to the left side. Elbows open us wide, maybe gaze to the right, maybe it stays right where it is. Big breath in. And sending out gratitude. Little by little we rise. The baby, knees open, hands to the outside of our feet. Try to ground down your tailbone. Close your eye. And tuning into my own body. Maybe today I'd like to roll a bit from side to side. Maybe today I'd like to lengthen one leg at a time. Maybe today I prefer stillness and I stay with my own breath right where I am. One last inhale wherever I chose, wherever my body chose. And as we exhale, releasing our legs to the front. Letting our feet open up, our toes flop to the side. Arms away from our body, palms face up to the sky. Big breath in, bring in that energy, that light. And opening up our lips as we exhale. Doing our best to soften our eyes. Start your lips to release your jaw. Take this time to just be, to just breathe, to just heal. Shavasana. Just take a big breath in and out of our lips. Little wiggle of our fingers, a circle of our wrist. Reaching our arms overhead, a big body stretch. Good morning to our body. And as we exhale, knees into our heart, rolling over to one side. Time for nurture. Feel that magic that grows inside. Little by little, rise into our seated pose. Palms together, thumbs to our third eye. Thank you so much for our health, our safety, our bodies, our minds. Thank you so much to community, to our family, our neighbors. Keep spreading your light, shining your magic, smiling to the world. Namaste.